I went to the movies and I thought I was going to die.
No, you didn't. Okay, I'm being stupid. Go ahead.
I know you are. It's early. I was in college at the time. So when I was in college, there was a movie theater like right down the street.
Mm-hmm.
It was like one of the first times I went to the movies midday. Usually after school, I'm going home doing homework or something. That feels like a lie, like I didn't do homework.
Like I did something.
This movie theater, it's nearly abandoned already. But then midday, you know, no one's in this theater. I don't know why they show movies midday, I guess, for the random people like me that might pop up. Because it wasn't summertime. Like, kids weren't out. It was actually school. Kids were in school, and there wouldn't be nobody at this movie theater. So I went to see Bangkok Dangerous.
Bangkok Dangerous.
Yes. This was a movie with Nicolas Cage.
Oh, my.
I do not remember any part of the movie.
I don't think anyone else does either.
No. I do remember not liking it.
Oh,
yes.
Surprise.
Yes, exactly. So that's not the point. So I come in to the movie, I get my ticket, and the whole concessions, everything is empty.
Mm-hmm.
I get into the movie, and the theater is empty. I'm by myself. Of course, because you expect this because it's midday, nobody's here.
Right.
All of a sudden, while the trailers are going, some random guy in a suit comes in and walks all the way at the top.
Ooh,
and sits down.
Suicide bomber on our heads.
So I was thinking like, oh my gosh, what is
Don't have
this?
it sometime.
I know, I'm about to die. And at the time, I was really into, I think it was Sobe that had the glass.
Oh, God,
bottles.
yes. My pina colada all day.
Yes. It was something.
Now they're plastic.
No, there was something than what had been Sobe.
No, Sobe used to be glass, but now it's plastic.
I guess that's how you can date this story.
Mm-hmm.
I was really into the Sobe drinks, and I had one. I don't know how I had one, because how did I get it in there?
They probably just didn't care. Midday.
Yeah, midday. I guess they didn't.
You could probably snuck a whole pizza in there, and they wouldn't.
Yeah, they wouldn't mind, I guess. So, or unless I had a book, I don't recall. I might have had a book bag. I think I had a book bag. Because I remember having my book bag and having the Sobe there, and I was holding it. Because I was just remembering to myself, thank God I did not throw this Sobe bottle away.
Right.
Stuff is about to go down in case something happened. So,
that glass Sobe bottle.
Yeah, glass Sobe bottle
back in the day.
Maybe that's why they turned into plastics. It's like, we're getting too many occurrences. Right. So, I'm holding the bottle in my bag. I'm like, just in case this man tries anything. Oh, it's going down. I'm ready to go. The whole movie, I'm thinking of scenarios of, okay, if he comes down the aisle, I'm going to do this. Like, I'm going to duck down. It's like, what if he has a gun and he's a good shooter? If I get hit, I'm going to roll.
We're just doing this whole...
I'm doing the whole thing. The movie's going on. From the poster, what I recall...
This is why you can't remember the movie.
I remember some of it because I remember it still angered me. Because I like... Okay, not to say I like Nicolas Cage movies. I like Gone in 60 Seconds is one of my favorite movies. It's not the greatest movie. It's just it's a fun movie. And so
I like Nicolas Cage.
I
do like him.
He's something. He truly is actually something. So then midway through the movie, I want to say midway because I can't remember the movie. Some guy comes into the theater. Another one. Big guy with a big tub of popcorn. Sits on the same row as me. Again, empty theater. Just empty theater. Nobody's there. Why are you sitting like 4 seats away from me? Why are you there?
All this room.
You could go anywhere. Just bam, right there.
Right.
So he has a huge tub of popcorn and he just endless. For the rest of the movie.
It's like he just couldn't close his mouth.
So, exactly. It was closing. It was just opening back up. Showing everyone.
Loudly.
I never understand people coming into... I get kids sneaking into other movies. I don't understand sneaking into another movie. Like, if I'm going to sneak into another movie, I'm going to sneak in...
At the beginning.
At the beginning.
Right.
Like, maybe I missed 2 minutes. Like, I'm going to plan out my sneaks.
Right.
And I guess they didn't care, so like, yeah, go into whatever movie you want to. This is you know nothing. You have no plot. Unless the other day you snuck in halfway and then left.
Right, because you had to go to another movie.
Then you snuck, you're like, I'm going to finish it tomorrow. Not coming.
Right. This was about the right time.
Yeah, it's the right time. So, I'm just like, the whole movie. So, the rest of the movie, I'm thinking, okay, this man's annoying me. I'm going to use him as a shield.
In case the man
from the top
in the suit
comes down. So I was like, now he has 2 options of killing someone. I automatically imagine him with like a silencer gun. So it's like, he has 2 options of killing someone. Obviously he's going to go for the annoying fat guy.
First, and that gives me time to run away.
Yeah, because they're in the same, not row, but they're both sitting on the end. Yeah, they're both sitting on the end. I'm sitting in the middle. So I'm like, that'd be an easier shot, just pow. And I'm just, okay, I'm in the corner of my eye, I'm going to glance and look. So, okay, if he goes down, that's the move. That's when I duck, tuck, and roll.
Tuck and roll, crawl all the way to the exit.
So I forgot the movie ends, and I just, as I'm walking out, I look at the guy with the popcorn with disgust, and I look at the guy sitting up top, just staring. I was like, well, I guess this was a trial run. You're coming back. But I was just seeing how I feel.
See what it's going to be like, when it's a full audience.
Yes, so that's the day I thought I was going to die in the movie. Yeah. Welcome to the Real and Real Podcast. My name is David, and I am here with my co-host, Eve.
What it do, y'all? What it do? Why did she make that face?
It's like if this was first impressions and they heard that, you're like, okay, so this is the type of podcast I'm in for.
Right.
When if they listen to the other ones, they're like, she's not like that. She's the last one I heard, she was a Southern Belle.
Right, and now I'm a gangster thug. I be in those streets, you know what I'm saying? You don't know about my life.
Here on The Real and Real, we take a concept or character from a movie and ask the question, what if they or it were in the real world? We write those questions on a piece of paper, put them in Eve's Rubik's Cube purse, and Eve picks one out. We take 5 minutes to come up with 5 points each, and then we discuss. So Eve, how about you pick a topic out of the Rubik's Cube purse?
Yes, please, hand me the purse. It says, what if Ghostbusters were real? Not ghosts, necessarily, but just Ghostbusters.
Have you seen Ghostbusters?
I've seen the old one, not the new one.
Did you like the old one?
I mean, like as an actual good movie, or just for what it was? I mean, for what it was, Ghostbusters, it catered to certain people, and it was cool. It was pleasant and adorable, corny. Yeah, it was corny. It sucks, actually. It was horrible. But it's because it was.
These are her words.
Because it was
My
just
words
meant to be.
Are probably near the same because I did not see Ghostbusters as a kid, so I understand it's a nostalgia thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a nostalgia person. I mean, I do like things from my younger days, and I guess they affect me. But when I look back at them, either I'm just like, this is good, and I was right back then, or this is crap.
Right. So you see, like, the progression of technology.
Not even that, just story, writing, jokes, whatever it is. For instance, what's an old movie that looks bad?
The biggest one, Back to the Future.
Okay, Back to the Future. Even though Back to the Future might look dated at times, the story is still solid. That is a solid story from beginning to end. That's a great movie, okay? Ghostbusters, when the new one was coming out with the all-female cast, I wasn't for it, not because of everyone else who was, oh, women suck and boo.
Right, I thought that was ridiculous.
Yes.
I was like, just because first of all, I feel like they possibly did better than the original Ghostbusters. I'm probably being a little biased because I'm a woman, so I'll go with that. I'll take it, whatever. But just the comic relief, just from the trailers, I thought they did a very, very good job,
Because, okay, my issues with remakes is not that they were all women. I don't like remakes because it seems like laziness. Like, we can't think of a new, fresh idea. Let's just take that, make it again.
Right, no thought process.
No thought process, just let's give you the same thing, but change it a little bit here.
Right.
And it's the same exact thing. So, in preparation for the new movie, I watched the old movie. And I don't get it. The jokes, the storyline, not that I hated it, but maybe because everyone was so angry with the new one, I expected to go, like, if I had never seen Back to the Future, and then I went back, and I was like, I understand why you're upset that they're making this, okay?
Right.
This makes sense, this is a great film, don't remake this. This one, I'm just like, this has to be all nostalgia. Because I guess from what I heard, this was the first big movie with special effects like this. So I guess as a child, you're like, wow, this was great. This is amazing. People look at the special effects. But if you look at the story is not the greatest. The introduction of characters and how the jokes play off of each other. And people are like, oh, it's because it's back in the... No. Because I can watch Casablanca and it's still great. I can watch...
Casablanca.
Thank you. I know. Why does it... Oh, there was this guy who made a joke. He's like, Casablanca. I always say it like that from now on because I think of him. Casablanca. Or Coming to America.
Right.
Movies like that where they're older and
but they're still good.
This is an amazing... Like, Shawshank Redemption. All these movies are still great movies. I'm trying to think of a comedy.
That was a great... I don't know. That's a...
Lady Killers.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
So good.
Really?
So good. Again, story, everything, fits.
Right.
Even though it's dated, it's back in the day. So the new one, the new Ghostbusters, I was just like,
yeah.
I'm gonna go see this movie because I swear it's got to be better than this.
Right.
In story-wise and plot-wise. The best joke in the new movie is in the first 15 to 20 minutes.
Melissa McCarthy didn't do good?
Melissa McCarthy is Melissa McCarthy. Kristen Wiig is Kristen Wiig.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the two people who are the least known in the movie.
The black lady who got a lot of backlash.
Leslie Jones and Kate McKinnon. Mm-hmm. Those two women. They were the standouts. And the other two were just themselves that you've seen in other movies.
Right. Like Kevin Hart.
Yes.
Kevin Hart's the same person in every movie.
Yes.
Did you see Melissa McCarthy's Spy? That was actually pretty good. I like that.
I've seen all her movies. I sound like a fan.
I like Melissa McCarthy.
Funny story.
Tell
when
me.
I went to pick up this mic, I went to Guitar Center, and guess who was there? Melissa McCarthy's husband.
You know, I didn't even know she was married.
You've seen him in the movies.
What movie?
He was in...
Is he like a gorgeous man?
Spy.
Mm-hmm.
In Bridesmaids, he's the air marshal that she tries to hit on.
Oh, okay. Yes.
So yeah, I'm just like, when I saw the movie is just okay. They introduced characters better than the first one, I will say that.
Okay.
Of like, here are these characters, this is what their life is, this is what they're trying to do, blah, 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 blah.
Right. Okay, that's what's up.
But, if you love the first one, great, awesome, good for you.
Right.
But anyway.
Back to the question.
What if
Ghostbusters.
I was about to say just Ghost.
Oh, I thought you were going to finish the sentence. That would have been like
okay, I'll try again.
Start over.
What if Ghost?
Busters.
Sound like Busters. Hey, you Busters, get up out of here. Like, what?
Oh! Do it again.
No.
Do it again.
What if the Ghost?
Busters. Why do you keep messing it up?
Oh, gosh. You're funny.
Okay, again.
I don't want to do this.
Gotta do it again.
But Mom, that's what it feels like. Get out here and dance, okay? My friends are here, and I want to show them that I birthed a good kid.
Do it again.
Do it again.
And go.
What if
Ghostbusters
was real? 3, 2, 1.
Make it happen.
Go.
Boop.
Out of the box. Boom. You take one box. I got
There were lyrics?
Yeah.
I thought it was just out of the box.
No, you take one box, put it in another. Now what's gonna be inside out of the box?
Do you mean take one box, take it out of another? Why would you put it inside another?
I don't know. They thought the lyrics. I don't know. Now I missed my part. Take one. I guess you take one box. You take one box and you pull it out of another. No, it doesn't go with the lyrics.
But it doesn't sound. Why would you put it in if it says out of the box?
So out of the box would be putting a box in a box because that's
Why?
out of the box. Everybody would take because that's not out of the box. Out of the box, you would take the box out of the box.
Yes.
But to think out of the box is to put the box in the box. Yes, that is exactly how it would go. Because it's trying to get the kids to think out of the box. You don't think out of the box by doing what everyone else does, and by taking the box out of the box, you put the box in the box because nobody else is going to do that. So you take one box.
That show was really weird.
Doug?
Skeeter was kind of weird.
Skeeter? You were just talking about Doug.
I know. Skeeter's
Skeeter
on
with
Doug.
the puppet?
No, Skeeter's on Doug. Skeeter's Doug's best friend.
The black guy?
He's blue.
Whatever. Gonna be black.
They don't have black people.
Well, I assumed the blue guy was black.
I think every other person was just a different color.
Yeah, they
The
were.
white people was one of them red.
Well, no, but they had Chinese people. Remember the country guy? The one of the same country?
That was Hey Arnold.
Oh, I'm using up all kinds of cartoons.
Oh crap! 50 seconds.
Okay, all right. We got this.
And we're back. So, the question again was, what if the Ghostbusters
We're real.
Yes. Ladies first.
Okay. Such a gentleman he is, guys. So, what if Ghostbusters was real? Honestly, my first thing is, I would think that the Ghostbusters would have such a following that it would be like the next Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go's an app.
Yes, but the following. You know how many people play that thing? So I feel like you would have all these people running around trying to be like the real Ghostbusters. Because you'll have the real ones and you'll have the fake ones. You know what I mean?
Fake Busters.
Fake Busters, right. You'll have the real ones and you'll have the fake ones. The fake Busters. And yeah, you just have people trying to, walk around, mimic the same outfits and, going into places that are dangerous that clearly says no trespassing because you could possibly die, but they don't care because they're like, there are ghosts in here, so I'm going to find me some ghosts. And they would have a large following. That's pretty much my point, is that they would have a large following just like the Pokemon Go app. Like, it would be ridiculous. Like, legit, I feel like I would be a Ghostbuster. I would do that.
A fake
Like,
Ghostbuster.
no, a real Ghostbuster. Because
So you get indoctrinated. You want to be like the other people.
Right. No, that's my next point. I'll get to that whole getting indoctrinated. Lord Jesus, getting
indoctrinated.
Right. Getting doctrine into the Ghostbusters. That's my next point. So don't worry, we'll get to that. But the first one, it'd be a large following. Your point.
Okay, I understand. Okay, I'm with that. That seems simple enough.
Right.
Nothing to go against. They just have a following.
They just have a large following.
Gotcha. Okay. My first one, which again is simple, so it actually kind of goes with yours.
Okay.
They would have their own reality show.
Oh, you bastard. That was going to be like my fourth one. I thought the same thing. Like, definitely,
it makes sense.
I would be on
whether ghosts are real or not, it doesn't matter. They will have their own reality. Like, there are reality shows where there are people chasing ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
These people...
Mysteries in the Museum.
I've never seen. I don't watch it.
It's on Discovery Channel, because I like to educate myself.
Let that point ring out. But these are the souped up, because the ones on Discovery Channel that I know of, I think, or the ones I have seen commercials of, they're usually, the Travel Channel, stuff like that. They're usually one camera person or two camera people or one of those GoPro cameras, and they're just walking around in a creepy looking place.
In the dark.
And they, maybe they have some instruments, I don't know,
right.
or whatever.
Hear loud
These
bang.
people, they have a car.
Right.
Okay, they're gonna have their own theme music.
Scooby-Doo.
Yes. Oh my. Yes. They are basically Scooby-Doo,
but Ghostbusters.
Yeah. Exactly.
I wonder.
That's a great point.
Right. I was gonna say, when did Scooby-Doo come out, and then when did Ghostbusters? Yo, somebody just ripped off somebody. When you think about it, and they're like, you know what? Because it's four guys.
It is very similar. You should look up.
It is very similar, but okay, no. So you have 4 humans,
except the ghosts happen to be real, and then the Scooby-Doo, they are fake. So so someone watched Scooby-Doo. What if they were real? Ghostbusters.
Take the animals out, because no one's gonna believe that.
Yeah, no one's gonna believe talking animals, but they'll believe the ghosts.
Right.
There we go.
Look at that. Got a van and everything.
We need to look up these years when it came.
Right. We need to compare this.
If somebody knows, please tell us which one came out first.
Right.
Are there discrepancies? Did somebody sue somebody? What's going on? That'd be funny to find out, though.
It would be.
But, yeah, so reality show. They have their own reality show. It'd be souped up, have their own theme song. They have so much merchandise, so much cosplay like they do now. But now it's legit. It's real. Well, actually, would you have less cosplay because it's real?
No, it just definitely, it gets heightened.
But people would think they're jokes. So, because there's no ghost cosplay that I know of people chasing ghosts.
Well, I'm going to Dragon Con, so I'll let you know what I see there.
Yes, let me know if there's ghost cosplay. I don't...
Yeah, I mean, well, see, the thing is with cosplay in general, cosplay is just is dressing up as any fictional character.
These aren't fictional now. These are real people now. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, then no, it wouldn't be.
It wouldn't be.
Yeah,
which is like
because if they were a real thing, they couldn't be.
Yeah, they couldn't.
Yeah,
be.
no.
There you go.
If it was a real society now, yeah. So yeah, you're right. No.
But there's my point for they have a reality show.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how the views would be. I'm sure it would be mediocre to okay because
I think it would be cool. Actually,
would their budget be less because they are a ghost show?
We have to look up other similar ghost shows.
I mean, they're only 2 cameramen. They're not that much, if that many, and they have little GoPros little tiny cameras. The budget is small on those, and they go into abandoned buildings, which I'm guessing they just got clearance for because they're abandoned. They don't have to clear to anybody. They don't have to get permits. I guess. Well, they have to get to film,
right?
But not like we got to clear out everybody for this street,
right?
No, we just go nobody ever comes here. We're fine.
Right. We'll go at midnight. Okay.
What's your third point?
My second point.
I'm sorry. What's your second point?
Just trying to rush me along, aren't we? All right. So my second point is to answer your question when I was talking about the whole it would be as large as the Pokemon Go following. Is that to be a Ghostbusters or to become a Ghostbusters, it would be
Ghostbuster.
like Ghostbuster. It would be like entering into a sorority or I don't know why we had to use that word.
I thought you were going. I'm sorry.
It seems like I would go there because I'm a pretty dark person.
You are. So,
but
I assume with the Ghostbusters become a ghost. You gotta get the little ghost thing branded on your arm.
Right.
Do hazing, Ghostbuster hazing.
Well, it would be Ghostbuster hazing.
Oh, like they make you go to abandoned building.
It would be fraternity, sorority type thing. So you would first you have to pay your dues, okay? Because this ain't cheap.
I would assume that would be very expensive.
Yes, it would definitely. It would be moderately expensive. You have to be a certain age, to really be inducted.
What's the age range to be in a Ghostbusters?
To Ghostbusters, I would say.
Because all those people were pretty old.
Right.
Not that I'm not like ancient, but they were past their 30s.
Yeah, they were past in the movies. They were past their 30s.
Yes.
To be inducted, you would have to be from the ages of.
You know how weird that sounds.
And a half. What? To be inducted into Ghostbusters?
No, because I feel like if they were older, that means everybody inducted should be older. So imagine. Oh man, I can't wait till I turn 35 so I can try to be a Ghostbuster.
Oh my god!
It's kind of like the people that do. It's gonna sound so bad, but American Ninja Warrior.
Oh.
And they're older. Well, some of them they're pretty much in their 20s,
right?
Late 20s. So yeah, but it's just like I can't wait to be on this show when I get this age.
I was gonna say you would have to know how much of a life I feel like you don't have to be a
Ghostbuster,
right? To be a Ghostbuster,
unless you get paid.
To wait until you.
Well, I don't know where they get paid from.
Well, no, we gonna get to that.
You have a payment.
Yes, I got a payment plan.
So not a cult, but a fraternity.
A fraternity, sorority.
Are they a part of college already, or this is a whole new thing?
Well, see, they're a whole new thing. They're not even a part of college. Like they're actually you have storm chasers. And people.
Why don't we mention that? We should have mentioned that earlier when we said the reality show. That would make more sense.
What, storm
chasers? Ghost chasers.
Ghost chasers. Well, right, yeah. But I think they get it. I think they're okay. I think our listeners are pretty smart, right? Good with the noggin. Anyways, so sorority, society,
there'd be sorority.
So, yes, you had to pay your dues, which would be a certain amount. I'm saying it would be a couple hundred, definitely. Maybe more. But you could pay it over chunks.
How much for regular...
Oh no! This is what it is just to become a Ghostbuster. Now, if you're trying to go up in levels,
no, I mean for a actual fraternity, how much are dues?
It just depends on the fraternity or sorority. But it's definitely a couple hundred.
If that's a couple hundred, I feel like being a Ghostbuster would be a 4 to 5
well,
near 1,000.
Again, it's still Ghostbusters, so we're not saying now. Remember, Pokemon
as a fraternity, I don't get. Okay, if you're talking about a regular fraternity, you don't get much out of it. I mean, you get the camaraderie and the brotherhood or sisterhood and whatever band or brand or license plate thing that you'll get because you rep that. Ghostbusters, okay, you're getting your own suit with a badge on it and some type of what is it called, proton pack. You're getting.
Well, see, no, that's like because
that's like you're saying that's this higher level,
right? It's like
but
Girl Scouts.
I feel like the name badge and the suit are at least entry level, or a type of suit. Maybe not the ultimate suit.
You get the suit, but you don't get a name badge.
Oh, you have to pay for your name badge. Well, you're already paying for the dude.
Well, you have to, once you get to a certain level,
your name badge is on tape, and you tape it on yourself. And then when you upgrade, you get an actual embroidered one, and then get it on your.
When you catch a certain amount of ghosts, and you have to go through.
Oh,
training.
we have levels.
Yeah, it's a whole. It's a real. Right, you have levels. It's like Girl Scout. You have your different badges that you win, and you would have to collect a certain amount of ghosts or do research.
Research.
Right. You have to really do this to really get into this, society of becoming an actual full-fledged Ghostbuster. To actually, because you just be a buster when you first start off.
That'd be awesome. I'm a buster.
Right.
Yes.
I'm a buster. And then once you really make it, which will probably take about at least a year and a half.
Maybe you get a letter each. You have Buster, but for Ghost, you get a letter each year. Yeah, so you T-Buster, Op-Buster, Hot-Buster, Ghostbuster.
Exactly. I'm with it. And that's exactly how the breakdown
I like that so much.
Yeah.
I'm a Hot Buster. There would be calendars. There would be calendars of Hot Busters. Have a calendar just
right,
women
and fundraising.
Yeah, fundraising and stuff. Oh my gosh.
But that's what I thought of. That whole little scenario, that whole little setup.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
Look at you. Yeah. Taking it up a level.
Taking it up a little bit.
I like that. Okay, I like that.
What is your second point?
Okay, my second point is... Okay, mine are separate. Okay, I don't combine them all.
Okay.
My second point is that ghosts aren't in existence.
Okay.
Or nobody's found it.
Right.
Ghostbusters, they haven't proven it, but they're still going strong.
Right.
They're just we are Ghostbusters. We're here to bust these ghosts.
Right.
Okay. They're still putting out stuff on YouTube.
Right.
and they show up in the back of certain news events every once in a while.
Just randomly.
Are you sure he didn't die from a ghost? No, it was murder. It was that guy. He stabbed him.
Right.
Maybe he was possessed by a ghost. So I think the Ghostbusters would start to create fake ghost sightings and events in order for people to start believing in them.
I could see that.
So they just set it up, and eventually there would be this giant where eventually people were like, oh, maybe this is real. And people would catch it like, okay, cool. And they just set up random stuff. And it's a big just con. And then, maybe then that's when they get a show and all this other merchandise and they get really, really big. Mm-hmm. And then somebody finds out that it's all a big lie. Mm. They expose them. A whole big backlash.
Like Now You See Me.
Now You See Me, exactly. So it's a whole big backlash like, oh my gosh, they've been lying to us this whole time. Their sales would just plummet. They'd have if Oprah came back, they do a special on Oprah with her asking, them saying no to everyone else, but yet for some reason Oprah's like, did you lie? And they say, yes.
And cry.
Because
everyone cries with Oprah.
Yes. Even though they denied everyone else, no, I didn't do it. This person, yes. Not a lot of back and forth. Are you sure you don't want to tell the truth? Just, I'm going to ask you this question. You're going to answer yes.
And be truthful.
Did you kill that person? Yes. I don't know about truthful. It might be, did you kill the person? But I really didn't. Where this is the Oprah show.
This is Oprah.
You're going to say yes. But yes, big scandal. All of a sudden, people are out in the streets burning up their Ghostbusters signs and
like
suits.
LeBron when he left the Cavs.
Exactly like.
Oh, wait. He left the Cavs.
Yes, he left the Cavs, and then when he left Miami. Or,
and then he came back.
Or when the team sucks, people are like, F you, and we hate you, and lighting jerseys and stuff. So lighting Ghostbusters jerseys on fire. That probably cost like $200.
Right. It made no sense. Why are we burning merchandise that you paid for?
Sell it.
You still, like, you do realize that you just reimburse me. Like, you help my pockets by buying this merchandise. But, okay.
Well, in the end, it doesn't help if your sales plummet. I got this little change, now it's gone. Because I can't sustain the means that I have been living by. But yeah, everything plummets. Everything goes to just crap. Mm-hmm. And their world crumbles and ends. And then in 5 to 4 years, we'll be talking about, remember back when those Ghostbusters lied on Oprah?
Oh, God, that'd be hilarious.
That'd be so funny. Yeah, that was my second point.
Okay, I like that. I feel like we come.
These are very logical. These are some good ones. The listeners might be disappointed because like this is too much logic.
Right, like this is real stuff. Okay, is it my turn?
It is your turn. What is your third one?
Okay, my third one. People would die.
What?
That was pretty much the synopsis of that point. Like, because you gotta think about, like, okay, so you have these Ghostbusters, right? Uh-huh. And this is dangerous. Like, going into that whole other realm.
Oh my gosh, they would kill people.
Well, no, they wouldn't kill people. Like, Ghostbusters would die.
I know, but also accidental deaths. Because military people and policemen, scratch military people. Policemen, you have friendly fire. But also, how many situations have we had where police are shooting other people, right? Even some as accidents, correct? Imagine a Ghostbuster with super ray light charge. All I know is the thing's called a proton pack. I don't know if it's a proton gun. I'm going to go with that. Proton gun.
Right.
I'm sure I'll be corrected with angry emails and tweets.
Somebody let us know.
Yeah, somebody just let us know. We're sorry we're not experts. That's just not our movie. But they have proton packs and they're shooting...
Proton.
Yeah, protons, I guess. And ghosts or supposed ghosts.
Right.
They would murder how many people want. Because it's not a straight line. That thing wiggles and it just blows up. So how many people would accidentally die? Or how many walls would it go through and kill somebody? It would be ridiculous.
Now, see, I didn't think about that. I was thinking more so on their end because of them, using these proton packs and these weapons of supernatural ability.
Yes.
I feel like going into a old jail, that was built back in the 1780s.
Why would you haunt that?
Because they're ghosts. This is where we're Ghostbusters and we're busting ghosts. So wherever the ghost is at, if it's at a building that was built in 1980, then that's where it's at and that's where we're going to be at 1 o'clock in the morning. Okay? I can't. That's it. Ghostbusters till we die. Okay?
No, not the Ghostbusters, the ghosts. Why would I haunt that place?
Well, see,
if I was incarcerated, I wouldn't want to haunt jail.
Well, see, your soul can't leave. That's why you're still there.
Oh, I'm stuck there.
Yeah, you're stuck there.
So these aren't ghosts that can roam free.
Apparently not, since they're just there, for those jail ghosts.
That's sad.
They might have been tortured and they just haven't let go.
Oh, this is one of those jails with a history.
Yeah,
not a regular jail.
Not a regular jail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, y'all
like
know what you did.
Psych ward in the back or something like that. Or it's torture.
Right. No. Just people
this
die.
Depressing.
And but they're going into these places, these rinky-dink, God knows they're not up to code.
Like they die from the simplest stuff.
Right.
Like not from Ghost or stuff. I mean, scratch your arm. I have like type 2 tetanus or whatever. Or whatever. Like sometimes
I just contracted.
Yeah, I just contracted something.
I had to lose a limb.
It's like, what was that? It was blood from a prisoner from 400 years or like 40, 60 years ago.
Who has AIDS.
Yeah, who had AIDS. Who ate it in.
Who ate it in AIDS. No. What? Oh my God. I didn't mean that.
Sounds so bad.
Right. Oh goodness. I didn't
But
mean that.
yeah, I'll hopefully come down. Hopefully.
Right.
But yeah, I think they die from going into
The simplest thing.
The simplest stuff.
Like pneumonia.
Yeah.
Because somebody decided to go to the rainforest.
You know, I think a president died from that.
From pneumonia?
I believe so.
Yeah, you can die from pneumonia.
No, I said a president died from that.
Oh, from pneumonia?
Yes, I think he had the shortest presidency because he died from pneumonia.
He might have had something else. It's
no,
very
I think
rare.
that was it. What was it saying? Okay, but continue with your point. I'm sorry.
No, that they would just die, honestly. Like, doing all of this work, going around trying to find ghosts and busting them. You know? Like, it was... Did that give you a giggle? It's just... for some reason, that was funny.
I don't know. I just thought about it. Just people running around with all this gear on.
All this gear. Right. Tripping, falling down.
Oh, gosh.
Endless holes.
Stab on each other.
Right. Like, and so the people would die. Like, you know, the Ghostbusters would definitely die.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm with that.
Yeah.
Okay. My third point would be that people would think they were crazy.
Right.
And they would get admitted into a psych ward.
Oh.
I know it sounds sad. But imagine if we are a logical society where some people think ghosts are real, but most people are just like, whatever.
Like, I believe in ghosts.
And you have people running around with dangerous weapons that cause harm, clear harm of, like, for instance, if you saw off the front of a shotgun, it is now a weapon of mass destruction.
Oh, yeah.
Just for some possible reason.
Right.
It automatically goes from...
saw-off part?
Yeah, saw-off part. Apparently just
now
automatically...
Now they couldn't do the same damage.
Yeah, it couldn't do the same damage prior, but this helps it more. These are people shooting out lasers. And in the new movie, throwing grenades that absorb people or blow up stuff.
Oh my God.
Yes, it's just really giant stuff. I'm like, you would go to jail for one thing. You would get arrested. And I don't know if you've been in a regular jail.
Disorderly conduct.
Yeah, disorderly conduct. You would...
Yeah.
You would go to jail. Just not disorderly conduct in life. Just, you are a terrorist on America.
I'm trying to protect America.
Yes. They were so crazy. Like, it's like, put the weapon down. I'm protecting America from ghosts.
Right.
I'm trying to help you. Watch your back. I got you. You're possessed. You're saying the wrong things. It's not truly you. It's like, please, sir, put the weapon down. It's like, okay, take him. We got a clear shot. Pow. Shot.
Right. Well,
lock all of them up.
Cruelty.
Yes.
There we go.
It's not copper cruelty. You're saving America. Because I understand if nobody has a weapon. These people have huge guns, and they're walking down the street talking about we're trying
to find ghosts. This is normal. Like, this is okay.
They're acting so logical in their heads. Like, this makes sense. We're trying to find ghosts. They get arrested, go to jail. Then their lawyers would plead insanity.
Right, of course.
Obviously, they get put in a psych ward, and then the rest of their days will be spent
taking
pills and stuff.
Some really
saying,
good gushy food.
Having a psychiatrist. Okay, why do you think ghosts are real?
Because they are.
Tell me about your childhood.
I was picked up by ghosts. I was raised by ghosts, so I know.
When you say you were raised by ghosts, do you mean that they like picked you up when you raised, or they raised you as a child?
They raised me as a young human, as I was a baby. Because my parents, they were attacked by a
ghost.
No. They were attacked by a jaguar. Okay.
So a jaguar murdered your family.
Yes.
Tarzan.
And I was right in the crib. But this was in an apartment.
And instead of gorillas.
Right, a gorilla didn't come. It was
It was a ghost that says, "Let me take this child
and make it mine."
And you, I guess you had some issues growing up because you couldn't touch, or could you touch the ghost?
See,
was it like Casper, where you could sometimes touch him when you turn around?
Well, how my ghost parents raised me is that it wasn't about the touch. It was about it was about the feel. Because you know how you get that chilling feeling when ghosts are around?
Yes.
As long as I felt that chill.
You knew your parents were close to you.
Close, exactly. And that was
so love. They could be with you at school.
Exactly.
How did that work out? Did you mind that they would always follow you at school?
Well, see, they only started when I was young in pre-K, just to make sure I was okay.
Okay, yes.
Right. So if any kids started teasing me and you remember that one child that you happened to see flying across the room? That was my mom, right?
I feel like your ghost mom should go to jail for throwing a child.
No, she was, no one knew it was her. hurt.
So this child just flew across the room.
Exactly. And I was like, what happened? And I was like, I don't know. He hit me and he just went zoom. And I don't know what happened. He might have tripped and fell and landed across the room. That might have been what happened. That's what my mom said.
I would say that's impossible. But I have been on a camping trip with classmates. And there was this, I know this is a side story.
Okay.
Which I might not cut out because it's crazy.
Okay.
Because right when you say he tripped and flew across the room.
Right.
In the camp, there were these, because it wasn't really camp, because the highway's like right there. But they still had these, it wasn't a porta potty, but this area where you went and used the bathroom. And the steel, the steel looking bathrooms, it's like that. So apparently at the same time, because the bathroom split between girls and boys.
Of course.
And the boys, there was this creepy dude staring through one of the stalls, just staring out of the stall. And he's inside the stall, just looking through a peephole, like some Shining. It's really creepy. And
like,
the girls, something else happened over there. So simultaneously, there were screams
from the boys and the
girls. Everybody runs out of these bathrooms and takes off darting through the forest. This girl tripped over a pine cone. No lie, a pine cone. Fell down. And people just kept running. Someone was like, oh my God, she fell down. And I heard one person, was like, leave her.
Oh my God. They were like, we gotta go. Leave her.
It was so funny.
Goodness.
It was so funny. And it didn't help because it was some school trip, and the prior day, we saw them shooting the trailer for Freddy vs. Jason.
Oh, Lord.
We saw them shooting it at whatever colonial place we were at. It was so funny.
That is hilarious. Leave her.
So the fact you say he tripped and flew across the room, maybe that is possible because this girl tripped on a pine, legit, like foot hit the pine cone, and she went tumbling down. Not a branch in sight, no roots, no nothing. Pine cone, bam.
That was it. That was it. How did she end a pine cone?
Pine cone took her life.
Cone took it out.
Took her life. Cut them legs straight from under her.
I can't.
So it was terrible.
I think it's
No, I already said I said psych ward. So.
Oh yeah, and then I was telling you about my ghost parents.
So fourth one. What is your fourth one?
Okay, well see, this is the unfortunate thing. What do we do when we have the same one? Because my reality show was my fourth one.
Oh, this has not been an issue before.
Exactly. Do you
have anything to add to the reality?
To the reality show? Well.
What, or you trying to in your mind? Or you might have some, there we go. What other points do you have on the reality show?
I just thought of something.
I know, I saw the excitement. The light bulb lit up.
So, go with me on this right here, okay?
Oh my goodness, this is not a good thing.
Right. So, we're talking reality show.
Yes.
For Ghostbusters.
Yes.
How about, instead of it just being a regular reality show, because that's boring, all right? We've seen people chase ghosts. We know this. All right, cool. Take it up a notch. Have you ever seen the show Wipeout?
The one where people are
like
on the obstacle course and they get hit by something.
Right, hit by something.
Yes.
What if we had wipe ghosts out, right? So
are ghosts knocking you over, or are you...
That's the thing. You don't know what's hitting you. But you got to be blindfolded the whole time.
But then it could just be people just swinging stuff at you. It's exactly the same show.
I don't make the rules. Okay?
But how... Wait, I'm confused. What are we, as a viewer sitting at home, what am I seeing?
Okay, you're going to see an obstacle course, right? And then you're going to see complete darkness. Okay. And then you're going to see the opponent, the player. Right, the opponent, right. The player. And they're going to be like, hey, all right, look at, turn the lights back on so they can see the obstacle course. Now we're seeing it from the player's view. And now they're like, all right, now you have to figure out how to get across this obstacle course blindfolded, because you can't see ghosts, right? You're just chasing something that you can't see.
But now this is metaphorical. This has nothing to do with ghosts. You are essentially a ghost.
Well, listen here. You took my fourth point.
I'm
right?
sorry.
So I had to think of something on the spot, and that's what I thought of. All right? Wipe ghost out.
Hold on. We can fix this. We can clean it up. Let me think for a second. Okay, let me think.
What's the Jeopardy noise?
Okay. Ghosts are real.
Okay.
There is somewhat of an obstacle course.
Mm-hmm.
But the Ghostbusters have gotten so big, some of the ghosts are cool with.
Mm-hmm.
So they hook up with the ghosts and come up with a plan for a reality show with obstacle course. Mm-hmm. So the ghosts are getting paid, I don't know what in ghost money. I'm not sure how this works out.
Right.
I'm sure they can, I don't know. I can't even think of something.
Passage to the Everland.
I don't think Ghostbusters have power to give passage to something.
They
That
don't.
seems like, or, oh man, I just thought of something else.
Let's say what they hook up with witches.
What? No.
I don't know.
So they hook up with the ghost, and they plan. So the ghosts are in this building, and you have to get through the building, not blindfolded, just get through the building with ghosts there.
I feel like them being blindfolded is pretty cool and funny.
It's funny,
but
now it's just like anybody can just walk through anything. This one, you have to make your way through it and get past the ghosts. Mm-hmm. So it's like a game type of thing, and you're watching people go through a game, trying to get past certain gates, and you have a boss level and everything with these ghosts. That'd be fun to watch. I'd watch that.
I guess we can go with that. I mean, I thought the blindfold, like, it means, like, more people get hurt and stuff.
Yeah, but with a blindfold, that means, oh, I'm sorry, people aren't getting hurt as much.
Right. That's why Wipeout's so funny. You see how hard the people get hit? I'd be like, eh. You know, I'd be like, Jesus.
But with the blindfold, you're basically saying there's no ghost involved.
Yeah, that's the point.
No, there's no...
there's no ghost.
Yeah.
But, you know...
Just using the idea. That's like if I sent you blindfolded into the jungle and I say, get through these animals, and I just play animal sounds, and then I have people using claws to
that would be funny.
touch you.
That would be hilarious, actually. And I think
But you can only do it once because people would know it's fake. So you'd have to just pretend like, oh, they're there. Oh, watch out.
Oh, yeah, you can legit do one season.
Yes.
And record all of them.
Yes, in one season.
No.
I'm sorry to burst the bubble.
Oh, no. It's okay. Next.
My fourth point is that, okay, the Ghostbusters are just the Ghostbusters, and eventually they will age. Nobody will come after them. They won't have offspring. They won't have any mentees, so nobody will come after them after their legacy, and they get really, really old, okay? Even if ghosts are real, they will get, matter of fact, in this scenario, ghosts are real, but they'll get really, really old. And they can't do what they used to do anymore. So my fourth point is that they will become like Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy off of SpongeBob.
What?
Okay, Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy.
I
don't know if you know.
I remember them.
Yeah, if you don't know, let me just tell you.
Oh my god.
They're retired superheroes. Okay? Basically Batman and Robin. And they used to have bad guys, but everyone's old now. Or they're bad. The bad guys are really old, or they're encapsulated in some type of like granite or whatever, ember. And some of them are trapped, some of them get free, but they're really, really old. So, I expect, and they're in a retirement home, so I expect the Ghostbusters to be the same way. They get in a retirement home, sometimes some ghosts break out.
And they be like,
here we go.
Let me get that
but
ghost
the problem is
time.
they're senile, and sometimes ghosts are there, sometimes they're not. You gotta clean, like, so it'll be a whole issue with nurses trying to change their bedpans or something.
Trying to find them.
You're trying to get me ghosts!
Right.
It's like, no, Mr. Johnson, I'm a real person. Calm down.
Right. Oh my god. That is hilarious. I like that.
That should be a reality show. I watch that. Retired Ghostbusters. Retired and busted.
Right. Oh my goodness. Oh, the Retired Busters.
The Retired Busters. That'd be
Oh,
awesome.
my goodness.
I watch that every day.
That'd be so sad. And then it'd be Jello time. And they'd be like, it's ghost in my Jello. And they like throw it across the room.
I would watch that every day.
Hilarious.
Oh my goodness. Okay, what's your last point?
Okay, so my last point goes into my second point, which I said, Ghostbustering would become something like a society, fraternity, sorority type deal, right?
Yes.
So, now once you have gotten into this fraternity, sorority, society, whatever. Now, remember I said there are different levels to this. So when you first start out, you're just like a buster or, a tuster, whatever. You know what I mean? You're very low level. You don't even get a suit. But as you start ranking up, getting badges, catching ghosts, doing things.
Selling cookies.
Oh, no, they don't sell cookies. What they would actually sell to fundraise, I thought about this, would be miniature ghost head, the things that shake their head a lot. What's those things called?
Bobbleheads?
The bobbleheads. The little ghost bobbleheads is what they would sell.
Well, who would buy those? Cookies can be devoured and they taste delicious. I don't want a bobblehead. I don't care. It's not as delectable as saying cookies. They come around a certain portion of the year. Bobbleheads I can buy any time.
Oh, that's a good point.
Literally, people try to give away bobbleheads.
Maybe
buy a ticket really fast, get a bobblehead. Yay!
I was about to say maybe candy.
A lot of people don't eat candy
because I don't see Ghostbusters selling
maybe
cookies.
Cupcakes.
We could do cupcakes.
What's something that resembles a ghost? Like whipped cream or something?
So we sell whipped cream?
Or something of that nature. Famous Ghostbuster whipped cream?
Nah.
Jello?
Jello.
Ghostbuster Jello.
Ghostbuster Jello.
Yes, I'm with that.
In shapes of stuff.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm with that.
Yeah. Okay, so you're
Couldn't sell
ranking.
during the summer.
Right.
Nope.
No, definitely not. And you can put whipped cream on it. Anyway.
Yes, there we go. Ghostbuster whipped cream.
So you've gotten in there, you're starting to level up, getting those badges. Now, the longer you decide to stay with the Ghostbusters, you actually will end up getting a job, right? And you would be paid to be a Ghostbuster, or
Paid by who? Or is this coming from the dues of other people's pay?
I was thinking about that, and I do feel like Ghostbusters could possibly stand a chance to be, one of those underground government issued services.
So ghosts are real, but the government's keeping it under wraps, hush hush.
Mm-hmm.
But we know about the Ghostbusters.
But see, it's just like we know about terrorists, we know about the dark web, we know about a lot, but a lot of people don't really look into it. Exactly.
So, for instance, we know about the NSA.
Right.
Which is no such agency.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't know what they're really up to.
Exactly.
Understandable.
Exactly. So it's like, okay. And you have those little followers that are like, oh yeah, I want to be a Ghostbuster. Yeah, let me do this. But then until you start really getting into it, that's why you got levels to this. You know what I'm saying?
So there are really some demon ghosts out there that we don't even know. They're handling baby ghosts. And
right.
The government's handling extremist
right.
terrorist ghosts.
Right. Exactly. The ones that found...
Don't know where
I was going with that one. But yeah, so then once you actually get up there and become a full-fledged Ghostbuster, now you getting paid. You getting money. You working with them. You might not actually be a Ghostbuster. I feel like this would but you might be the secretary of a Ghostbuster.
I feel like this would be a. Did you see the first Captain America?
Yes.
Okay, basically for a portion, if you remember, when he becomes Captain America,
mm-hmm.
he's basically a spokesman.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like the Ghostbusters would be the ones who are like, I want to be a Ghostbusters. You're becoming a spokesman until they make you a government official. But then I think by that time you couldn't say I'm a Ghostbuster. You just have to be a regular person.
Well, because
you have the face of Ghostbusters, like, oh, that's Ghostbusters. How they're funny, and the government's like, we got the real Ghostbusters, but you can't say I'm a real Ghostbuster. It's like, oh,
anybody that's a real Ghostbuster wouldn't even say that they're a real Ghostbuster. That's how you would know who's a real Ghostbuster and not a real Ghostbuster.
That doesn't make sense. That I would not say it, so I would know it's them.
Exactly.
That means if you say I'm not a Ghostbuster, I would assume you were a Ghostbuster.
Well, no, I don't talk about being a Ghostbuster. So.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It'd be a thing.
My last point, which I don't necessarily like.
Okay.
But they become really, really popular
mm-hmm.
on a global scale, and they'd have their own amusement rides world, like a Harry Potter world, but a Ghostbusters world.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
There you go.
That'd be
just
neat.
like they'd be a phenomenon, but on a huge Pokemon Go,
right?
All of that, like take yours, but maximize it to the fullest.
Right.
Because if you think about it, we don't have anything like this.
Right.
It'd be like if there were 5 The Rocks running around in a group.
Right.
Just together.
That man's so fine.
Good. Yes, okay.
Like, okay.
Yeah, like if there were a group of them just walking around, we wouldn't know what to do. We're already freaking out about celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
These people are legit celebrity persons walking around.
Right.
They'd be the talk of the town.
Yeah.
They'd have interviews all the time. One of them will become an actor. One of them will become a singer. They have other lives
mm-hmm.
that they do. Eventually, I think
Ghostbusting would cease to exist.
It probably would.
Aww.
And then the world would go to crap.
Exactly. Because we've been conquered by ghosts.
Sad.
Yeah.
I didn't mean for just in
right. Like, yeah, they get real big and then just stop chasing ghosts.
Oh, this is depressing.
Yeah, a little bit. It's okay. It's a part of life, though. We all grow and move on. We can't Ghostbust for the rest of our lives, I guess. You know what I mean? I would probably Ghostbust for the rest of my life, but if other people don't see that, then it's okay. I can understand. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because you took it to a real serious, yeah, it sounded like one of those commercials for, like retirement. I can Ghostbust for the rest of my life. It's okay. If people don't understand that, it's cool. I feel like they would have a commercial like that. Hey, are you a Ghostbuster? Does your family not understand that this is your life? It's okay. You can come with us. At what was it? Not AARP. Yeah, 1-800.
1-800 Ghostbust.
1-800 Ghost for Life. Because you want to live your life as a Ghostbuster.
Call us
down.
Lines are open.
Completely. All of them at once.
That is funny. That is funny.
Okay, so let's have a recap of our points. Ladies first.
Do I have to go first?
I'm sorry.
You go first.
Okay, I'll go first. You sounded so depressing. Like, hey, okay, we're all the kids are gonna perform. Okay, go out there first, Eve. Go out there. Do I have to go first? And then there's the kid that you really kind of don't like because they're kind of like all about them. I'll go first. It's just like, ugh.
Right.
Janet.
I hope you trip and fall.
Yeah,
break your
trip and
legs.
fall and break your leg. Choking a bone.
Right. What? What?
Well, here's my thought process.
Okay.
She's dancing. That's my thought.
Okay.
Trips, falls,
Uh-huh.
breaks leg, bone comes out of leg,
And into her mouth?
into her mouth.
Oh my god. That is a painful way to die. Like, horrible.
Very elaborate, though.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
And I'm
So-
supposed to be the dark one on this show.
You are. Okay, recap. If the Ghostbusters were real, number 1, they would have their own reality show. Number 2, they would start to create fake ghost sightings in order for people to believe them. Number 3, they would end up in a psych ward for being crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, they'd be like Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy and be really, really old in a retirement home, you know, busting ghosts or seeing ghosts and being senile and how old people do. And the 5th one, they would be so big, they have like their own world, like Harry Potter world and Pokemon Go. I'm sure there's a Pokemon world somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, they'd be like Disney World. Why did I just say they'd be like Disney World? They'd be like Disney World. And it'd be humongous. Instead of a little mouse that's ruling the world, it'd be a little Ghostbuster.
Buster.
Okay, what are your 5?
My points were, if Ghostbusters were real, they would have a large following, just like the Pokemon Go app. So they would be massive everywhere. Everyone would want them, and well, everyone would want to be them and want to follow them and all the other jazz. My next point is that Ghostbusters in itself would actually become a fraternity, sorority, society type thing that you actually could join. You know, pay your dues and get your badges and level up, and they have different rankings, that whole thing. My third point is that people would die. And when I say that, I mean the Ghostbusters would die, just because of their job is dangerous. You know, searching for ghosts can get pretty dangerous.
Like firemen.
Like firemen, like policemen, like the good
I
men.
go with firemen still because they're running into fires more often than policemen are running into gunfights.
Really? Are we going to say that during this day and age right now?
But you said they kill themselves. Firemen always are running into danger.
Okay, I'm with it.
Policemen aren't running into a gun to get hit. Like it's not like you can run into a room full of guns and be like, ah!
Don't shoot.
No, I mean just lying on the ground like, oh my gosh, a gun hit me. Not a bullet, just a gun hit me. With fire, it's just like, I got touched and I got like 9-degree burn.
That is crazy. I wonder, I would be a fireman for a day.
I would never be a fireman ever.
Okay.
You're running into an uncontrollable thing.
Oh, no, I just say a good fireman. I just want to be, you know, on the scene.
Oh, you don't want to go inside.
No, I'm not saving nobody.
What if...
Not if there's fire involved.
What if you're just with the hose?
I could do that. I could do the hose.
I
But
can't
I
do
heard
that
that hose
either.
is like, I think like 40 pounds or something. It's heavy.
Well, you'd have muscles. You'd be a fit fireman. But you don't hold it by yourself. You have a group of firemen.
That's why it's so heavy, because you have to have a group of people to
There we
hold that
go.
thing and sprout it. Shoot it.
Sprout it.
Sprout it. Shoot it.
There we go.
Okay, so yeah, they would die, you know, just either being reckless or really finding that last ghost, like, we found Casper and that was it.
Why are they killing Casper? He's the nicest one.
Well, see, the thing is, Ghostbusters, depending on the ghost, we're not necessarily killing ghosts, we're capturing ghosts. Because you can't
But why
kill
would you
something that's already
capture-
dead.
Why would you capture Casper? He's nice.
He was an example.
I don't like
Okay,
that
maybe
example.
Casper's cousins. We'll go with that. Remember the fat, the skinny, and the other
Were they
ones?
his cousins or his family? Or his uncles?
I don't know, but they were mean.
They were mean.
They were very mean.
Okay, you can catch them.
Yeah.
I'm with
okay.
that.
My fourth point.
Casper and the Friendly... That was a song, actually.
There was
I think it had a cartoon.
that it did have a cartoon. It had a lot of movies and a lot of cartoons.
Casper and
The Friendly
Ghost.
The friendliest ghost you know. Yeah,
Was that Little
yeah.
Richie?
You know what? It might have been. I wouldn't be surprised. That was during his time.
Oh my gosh, I think it was. My childhood was like...
Like,
Because I remember the purple, and I think he sang it. I wish the song would come back to me. Oh my goodness.
We'll listen to it after we finish. My fourth point.
It really is Ghost, you know. Sorry.
I was gonna say, we got so excited. Like, Not like I literally just said that exact line, but it was just another level. Like, you saw the band playing.
I saw everything. Like, I can see him just smiling and looking at the camera. Casper!
These are the only lines he knows. That's the only lines. There are no other words.
I don't know any other word.
Oh, are we done?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's okay.
I apologize.
Get your laughter. Laughter is the best medicine.
I feel medicine is the best medicine.
Fourth point was, well, we never really deciphered what my fourth point was going to be. Because I said reality show, but you said that as your very first point, pretty much. So then we went off on the tangent of, having the reality game show for Ghost and things of that nature. So, yeah. And my fifth point would be going into my second point with the whole Society of Ghostbusters is that you could actually work for Ghostbusters. There would be such a thing as having a job for Ghostbusters or being a Ghostbuster, being their secretary, there's mad scientists, because somebody, who's building these weapons?
The Ghostbusters.
The Ghostbusters, only one Ghostbusters built those weapons. So if we're talking a mass of people...
two of them did.
Two of them did?
Wait, no. I'm thinking of the new movie, and I don't know if Melissa McCarthy built anything.
I don't think Melissa McCarthy built anything in that. It was just a blonde chick.
Yes.
Yeah. So you could actually have a job. You have secretaries. They have their own building, like the CIA. You know what I'm saying? You have your different ranking Ghostbusters. You have your ones that actually go out on missions. You have your ones that are, sitting at the desk, talking to them in the air. All right, I'm picking up heat sensors to your left. Like it would be a real thing.
Not heat sensors.
No, it would be heat sensors.
They don't give off heat.
Oh. Just made them human.
Yes, you did.
But yeah, but that's me.
Okay, well that's the show.
Right.
You can find us on Twitter at ReelinRealPod. You can find us individually. I'm at It's a Christian. Eve, we're not too sure what her Twitter handle name is. She has said it in previous episodes, but now has reflected back and thought, have I? Is that my name? Because she does not tweet that much.
Don't worry, guys. I'm going to get it together for you.
You can listen to us on SoundCloud, YouTube, and if there is any other type of platform you want us to be on to help you listen to us better, please let us know. We'll eventually be on iTunes, if we're not already on iTunes right now. If you want to support and be a part of the show, you can go to patreon.com/ReelinRealPod and give us as little as $1. We'd appreciate it. And that is all. Thank you for listening.
Thanks, guys, for listening to this nonsense.
It is nonsense.
So is that it?
Yeah, it is, but it's a soft ending.
It is a soft ending.
You need some. Like a shakapow, like all that.